very similar stature to me, but are also able to, obviously play at Hall of Fame, all-pro level consistently as well, and one day work on my objective.
Talk a little bit about the transition from Princeton to Iowa State. What was it like, transferring, new start, going to the Big 12? Can you talk about some of the challenges that maybe happened early on in the transition?
Yeah, my transition was a little bit atypical in that within the first couple of weeks there, I experienced an injury, which kept me out the first 2 games of the year. And the biggest thing for me that I was forced to learn early was how to develop leadership and rapport with my teammates, even when I'm not playing on the football field. And so when I did enter the scene week 3, week 4, that rapport, that trust mutually was there, so we didn't miss a beat going forward in the season, and ultimately you saw that end result in the record.
What are you hoping NFL teams will take away from your time here at the Senior Bowl?
That I'm a competitor. I know coming into an environment where you're working with some of the best athletes and people that play football in the world, that you're not going to win every rep. That's never deterred me, and that's never something that I've chosen to define me. I'm going to come to work every single day, every single rep, and work to improve myself. So that's one thing I wish any football team would take away.
What was it like when you got that call and you knew you were going to have a chance to compete here in Mobile?
It was awesome. I think truly a dream come true for me. And obviously, someone coming out of Princeton, where a lot of Ivy League guys don't get invited here regularly, and having the chance to prove myself at Iowa State that I do belong in a room like this and with players like this. I think for me, as someone who watched this game growing up on TV, truly became surreal. Knowing that I had an opportunity to, I think, not only accomplish my dream this week, but put myself in a conversation with some of the best.
How do you think you developed your game technically, but also how did you develop physically to get ready for a competition like this after going from Princeton to Iowa State? How did you build your game out over the past couple of years in your college career?
Yeah, big shout out to the Iowa State O-line coach Ryan Clayton, who produced two top 3 round picks out of Northern Iowa before he got the job at Iowa State at tackle. And going there and focusing on the details, focusing on everything from diet to strength. That he helped me with over the past 6 months, and obviously now working down in Frisco, Texas at Sports Academy with Duke Manyweather has only helped me, I think, refine some of those finer points that allows me to come into spaces like this and compete.
Is there any specifics you can go into about what you've been working with Duke?
Yeah, a lot of it is hip height and leverage angles. And as a bigger guy, those can often, are harder to come by. And, the better I'm able to get at those, I think the more efficient and better player I'll become.
Thank you so much.